Hey guys, it's a Sunday night and I'm not going to college tomorrow, so I thought let me just give you guys a quick recap of how my year has been. So, January happened and I tried staying consistent on YouTube and Instagram. I've been consistent on Instagram, but I haven't been able to do a lot on YouTube. I've already created the reels and shorts, but uploading more effort involved in it, mostly because a lot of things manually and look for search engine optimized words so that I get max reach. And today hasn't been a great day. It has been like this for the past few days, to be honest. Whew, okay. We'll get there. Something I wanted to do this year was release songs because something I promised myself at the start of every single year, that is releasing my songs. And last year I started it, so I thought maybe I'll make it a habit even this year. And my goal was 2 or 3 snippets in a month. Started to be amazing, and I started producing tracks, writing new songs, and recording the songs and doing all of that and posting it. Something I realized on the way when I was making content is that if I keep making music snippets, gonna consume a lot of time and a lot of energy, which I didn't have at the time because I am in my third year of engineering and I have a lot to focus on apart from even making music, though it's my passion. I'm not privileged enough to devote my entire time to music production or content creation. Fortunately, I have a lot of responsibilities, and well, one of that would be getting a stable paying job. I had to even navigate my way through both of that. Coming back to January, so I did release 2 songs, and in the way, self doubt just ended up being one of the biggest boulders. And no matter how much I told myself that it's all right to keep going, it's fine to not be perfect at the moment and just keep posting because it'll get better. It just felt like a lot, and I didn't want my art to be out there if I wasn't satisfied. I even told a lot of my audience at the time that my content is going to be about music, and as I was setting a stage for a new era and all that. But I did give it a lot of thought, and I thought that if I have to keep posting and if I have to be consistent, then making music at the time wouldn't be sustainable. So I had to switch from making music to being a content creator, and I put my heart and soul into it. Like, one good thing that happened in January was posting for around 5 to 6 months, and then January 15th, I think, one of my reels blew up. It got around 200k views. So that was the time that trial reels was enabled for me. Until Jan happened, I felt like I was just posting blind content and no context or reason for people to follow me. And then after Jan happened, I think I figured out my niche and I kept posting consistently. And I said I released 2 snippets, and towards the end of Jan, I started posting almost every single day. That's the thing about me. So if I have to do a particular thing, my mind kind of adapts to it. It's like a shapeshifter, because like when I created this page, I wanted my words to do the talking. I'll come later. Gonna roll with it, okay. So yeah, as I was saying, that my words did the talking, and after that, when I started, looking at things, and when I wanted to switch to beauty content, my reel somehow resonated a lot of that. When I stopped wanting to be a beauty content creator, because I didn't want girls out there or anybody out there, I didn't want to send a message telling that you're only pretty if you use certain products or only if you fulfill a to-do list, because that's not something I go by. I just say that everybody is beautiful in their own way, and if it's not textbook pretty, and if I am not gonna be the one to spread that word, then who else can I expect in the world to do? You'd think, but why didn't you burn out creating content every single day, trying to get creative and trying to do like multiple things? And the sad truth is, 2-3 months down the lane, I am completely exhausted. I am completely burnt out. I still have around 15-20 reels lying in my gallery, but I just don't have the energy to post. First week of February, I had been to Velangani with my mom and dad, and it felt so good. It just felt like a break I needed, I deserved, because I was even going through college and exams in the month of Jan. And then exams wrapped up, and on 6th of Feb, I started my internship. These snippets off in my previous vlog. Internship was happening. I just used to post the content, and some days I used to miss out because I was so exhausted. Even if content was there, I just didn't have the energy to open the app, type the caption and the keywords and post it, because I was that exhausted. It felt like the perfect distraction because I didn't want to obsess over it. I didn't want to define my worth by views. Something people will tell you over and over, but you won't understand until you've gone through it. It's that when you start making content, tying your self worth to followers and likes is the most fundamental thing you can do, because the world works on numbers. People never ask you, how did you get the idea to create this reel? How did you get the idea to make this song? How were you so hurt that you came up with such a sad song? It's always, oh, your reel performed so well, you're blowing up, so many people followed you. February, I initially wanted to like call it off and finish my internship for a day, but then I kind of needed the money because things were not going lovely in my life. So I was kind of forced to even take up the internship in the month of March. And March, again, I think one of my other reels blew up, but it was nowhere related to my niche, and I didn't want to convert my niche into that. And in March, internship got very hard. I had to do a lot of work, 7 to 8 days straight. Even had to give a project presentation. I had to deal with a few classmates, and it just all felt overwhelming. Like it wasn't just one thing that I was going through. Every direction, no matter how much I tried to be grateful, it just didn't feel enough. Like you can't be blindly optimistic. Sometimes you just have to acknowledge that things are not going amazing. Just sit with your hurt. It's kind of hard. I couldn't take a breather either. While I was working for my internship, I kept having this guilt that I'm not preparing for my placement. I was doing this marketing internship. I knew I had to prepare for a tech job, but I was so torn because tech is something I'm allergic to, and it's not something I've just told myself. I've tried it, it just didn't work. But that's the most safest option I have. I can't drop everything, and I can't take up content creation full time. I can't take up music full time because I myself don't have the proof that it'll all work out. Family wise, there were a few days that I was very low. Not my close family, but some other factors did affect me a lot. I've been trying to stay sane through all of it. Like that's what 2026 is trying to do. Give good things, but also make sure that the things that don't belong in my life is being taken away. It kind of hits you. You've told yourself a story wherein things like this exist in your life. Things like this exist 20 years down the lane, but to have a realization that it doesn't just scares you a lot. At a point, it just felt like every direction I was being asked more than I can give. Okay, here comes the waterworks. Okay, we're gonna push through it. We're gonna push through it. Fine. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Makeup's fine. This is the last thing I want to do to gain sympathy. Didn't mean to ball my eyes out there. And April hasn't been very favorable because I think I was at around 600 followers on Instagram, and I wanted to hit 1k followers by the end of April. And I've tried showing up on days where I didn't even want to get out of the bed. I'm still trying to show up. I know it's not happening. I know the energy is not matching. No, I'm not getting how much I put in. I'm still trying to show up. Kept making notes of everything that was going in my head, and I realized how much I'm allergic to having a average life. I know I might sound condescending, cocky. Some people might even think that you have no right to even tell that you're allergic to a normal life because you have a normal life, and a lot of people out there have a normal life, but people who get it just get it. I don't want to have a normal life. It all hurts because growing up, people tell you how special you are, and I kind of feel bad for believing in that because if I would think that I'm not special and I'm just ordinary, I wouldn't have so much pressure. I wouldn't stress myself so much to be amazing and do amazing things. But yeah, I can't blame them because I came across my dream and it's mine to have, it's mine to put efforts in, it's mine to try. And I was watching K-pop Academy today for Cat's Eye, and self-doubt just keeps rushing in for me. Deep down, a part of me knows that if given an opportunity, I will do my best, and if not, I will crack a lot, but I will find a way. But until then, it just gets too hard to keep going. People say it's just been a year since you're making content. I'm making content for a year with no expectations, still being stuck where you started, and it kind of makes me angry that it's not the same for everybody. Like somebody who posts every single day is blowing up, somebody who just comes back to Instagram posts is blowing up, somebody who randomly decides to post is blowing up, and it's just me. It just feels like I'm right where I was left. But I realized I think I was addicted to instant validation and instant dopamine. So I've been doing it for almost 8-10 months now. I'm starting to question if this is what I actually want. My initial plan was make content, build a community, and then switch to music. I am scared that I've fallen for the goal and not to the system when it comes to music. My friend pointed out that there's a chance of me being a struggling artist as well, not just looking at Taylor Swift, another group, and thinking that, oh, they've made it, maybe I can too. So yeah, all these thoughts are just rushing through my head. I feel like April hasn't been my best month so far. It's it's just been a couple few days. Yeah, I have no hope on Instagram right now. The last time I felt this lost was in 2023 when I had to take a degree I didn't like. I really don't know where I am at the point. Like, should I make content? Should I make music? Or should I drop both and go settle for a tech job like everybody else? When I was typing down my thoughts 2-3 days ago, I realized that I don't even want to be a content creator. I want to be a musician. I want to go on world tours. I want to make music that people can resonate to. Just have to take a break. Maybe I take a couple of weeks off. both of Instagram, YouTube. I don't know, maybe just exist for a while, not chase validation, and maybe not be caught up in the thought of being productive because I feel like it's exhausted me. I'm so addicted to being productive that I'll do anything to make me feel productive, irrespective of whether it's making me happy or sad. That's just sad. Okay, here comes the waterworks again. I'm worried that my dream of 6 years is something I have to let go of. There's no certainty, so I don't know what to do, bro. I'm just so lost. I do something so much to such an extent that it burns me out, and there's nothing good left to look back on it and cherish. I'm fine because I think pushing hard even through your burnouts is something that your account and content shows off. In a way, I don't even know why universe is testing me so much, or if I should believe that there's a higher power or a guardian angel that's looking after me, because it's just been super hard these couple days. No matter how much I'm trying to push through my burnout and just show up, because that's what I was taught, like show up even on the days where you don't feel like it. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do, feel free to drop down the comments. I'll make sure to read them. Until then, take care. Bye bye. See you all.